4:30, at least a dozen Republican senators are vowing to challenge President-elect Joe Biden's win on Wednesday, citing baseless conspiracy theories about the election. It is just the latest in a series of efforts to overturn the election results. Joining us to talk more about this is Dr. Wesley Renfro, Associate Professor of Political Science at Quinnipiac University. Professor, thank you so much for being with us.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
So first off, there's obviously a lot of talk about this still, even with the inauguration just a couple of weeks away. How would this actual process work to try to overturn the results?
So on January 6th, the House and the Senate meet, and they are expected to approve and welcome the results of the election that took place in the 50 states and in the District of Columbia. And in theory, they could act in conjunction to reject specific states' elections. That's something that hasn't happened in a very long time, and there's not enough votes to do it in this particular instance. This appears to be more of a case of what we might call grandstanding, but I think there's very little chance that there'll be enough support in other parts of the Senate and certainly in the House to make any of this come to fruition.
Do you think that all of this could potentially have some sort of impact on President-elect Biden's confirmation?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's overwhelmingly clear that Joe Biden is going to be the next president and that he will be inaugurated on time on January 20th. I think there's other motives at play, perhaps fundraising motives, perhaps being primaried or not being primaried, perhaps control of the GOP, perhaps other things. But this is not truly a serious attempt to stop Joe Biden from becoming president.
I also want to ask you, there has been a lot of talk lately about that phone call between President Trump and election officials in Georgia that was released by the Washington Post. What do you make of that, and does that play any sort of role here?
You know, I don't know that it's directly related. I would say that in my study of modern American politics, this is perhaps the single most shocking thing that I'm aware of that's been made public. And I also believe that there's been so much tumult and so many extraordinary norm-breaking things in the past 4 years that many folks are somewhat desensitized to this phone call, but it is outrageous, and it is at least plausibly illegal under both federal and state law.
All right. Well, as always, we very much appreciate your insight, Dr. Wesley Renfro from Quinnipiac University. Thank you so much.
Thank you.